So
Yeah. So same thing as last time. You just see him brush the Spirit Vessel. It's good, especially up against the DK and the Death Prophet. Excuse me. Shut those heroes down. They get rid of the Ember, so they're more worried about that. Despite having, it's crazy that you want to ban out the Ember Spirit, regardless of the fact that you have the Invoker, and it's a lot of times seen as a lane counter to the Ember Spirit. You just tornado off the Flame Guard. But the Spirit Heroes are all that strong at the moment that regardless of playing a counter against them in lane, people are still concerned about them.
yeah, so whenever I play like the Ember Spirit into the Invoker, a lot of times it's just like you just go like 1-4-1 type of thing, or like 2 points, or you go like 2-4-1, just 1 point in your Flame Guard and just max Sleight
Mhm.
of Fist and your Searing Chains, and you just like right click people and try to like do damage that way. Because every time you Flame Guard, you're just gonna get tornadoed.
Mhm. Yeah, it is true. I mean, maybe that's what, a little bit what they're worried about. But the damage from the Sleight of Fist doesn't even really stick on that hero. But
Yeah,
we don't need to talk about that here with the band. Let's
Puck
talk
Band
about other
too,
things.
nice.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Meanwhile, Wildcard's removing all the offlaners, so Sand King, Mars,
the
as
Puck
since
ban is
they've got the
weird.
DK.
Yeah. The Puck ban is weird, though. I wanted to get into that one. I don't think the Invoker is that concerned about a Puck playing up against him in the mid lane. I think he does reasonably well enough against him. The Puck is like more base damage, and you can't really hit him with the EMPs. Yeah, but it's a sign that you plan on picking up a hero that Puck does end up countering. So things like Phantom Lancer, Slark, um, Weaver, even are potential picks here for Hokori in his next phase. Leave it to the Bane themselves on the side of Wildcard. Surprising, given that this is one of Sammy's favorite heroes. We've seen the DP and the Death Prophet already. That means he's very likely going to be playing either the DK or the Death Prophet. Death Prophet much more likely now because if you got the Marana, you generally want to run Dragon Knight in position 3, so you have arrow setup.
Yeah, it's a good pick. I like it. It means to me this is probably going to be a 5 position Death Prophet rather than being a core.
I mean, yeah, because we got the Dragon Knight now.
Yeah. And I mean, you
I'm putting
can run
Marana
it
there.
mid occasionally. It's just not great against the Invoker. Anytime you try to get aggressive, you just Tornado EMPs you. And
Hmm.
Death Prophet as a 5 is still incredibly strong. So I'd rather see them pick something with good control in the mid lane to maybe make these rotations to punish the Invoker. And there it is, the Shadow Demon, like I was talking about, a very good counter to the Death Prophet. And they will grab a Tiny. Okay.
Hmm. One of the strongest carries right now, AoE clear. Medusa did end up making it through, but this one plays a little bit faster, tankier in most stages in the game, and not countered out by an anti mage who's still inside the pool. You would be a little bit worried about an AM coming out with an invoker and a tiny, but Shadow Demon is pretty good against the AM, so I don't know.
Timbersaw for Divine Llama. Okay. I would say it's actually a pretty, I mean, I know you don't like this hero. I would say it's a pretty good life stealer game at the
I
moment.
don't like this hero.
But we want to see what, Hokori pick up last year for their offlane since they do have the last pick for Wildcard.
Yeah,
Discipline, guys.
discipline, guys. Want to know a fun fact of the voice lines? One of my friends is the owner of Beast Coast, and I think they only ended up giving him like a silver supporter pack in the first season it came out. It was quite funny when that happened. I was just thinking about it as I was looking at them dropping the voice lines. Kind of stingy.
Good stuff.
Yeah. I mean, the money went back to him anyways when he bought the gold pack, or at least
Yeah.
most of it. Anyhow, last pick coming out the side of, last bands coming out for the side of Corey. Um, you mentioned that you'd be concerned about the lifestealer. No, concerned about the Medusa, regardless of the fact they have an Invoker. And they get rid of the Luna on their side. So, worried that they're just going to run them down, I guess. Why would you be? I mean, maybe they're thinking it's going to be a position 3 tiny.
Possibly. It could be.
Mhm.
I know I've seen Yuma play a lot of Luna in the past. It is like a hero he really enjoys. I mean, shout out to the old school carry Magnus. I mean, Tiny is literally just better like Magnus nowadays in terms of like farming speed.
Yeah.
Um, but I'm not really sure if like they're actually planning on running this Tiny in the 3 position. They banned Monkey King as well.
Why monkey? I mean, it's got it. the Monkey King position 1 would be super good against Tiny 3. So I'm thinking that's going to be 3 Tiny. What carries you be concerned about playing against if you were Monkey King? I guess there's you could take Wraith King on Hokori, but then you don't really have much team fight.
If you take Wraith King on Hokori, you just take Anti-Mage for Wildcard.
I don't really think that Anti-Mage is the gotcha pick up against Wraith King like it used to be. I mean, the Shard you can now pick up at 15 minutes now. It's only like 1,400 gold out of your way. It's like, okay, whatever. You don't really counter me anymore with this item.
Yeah.
Bloodseeker got it.
Classic
So,
Timbersaw ban.
Yeah, fast-paced position 1 carries that they're getting rid of here. Oh, you can flex Bloodseeker over to 3 as well. All right, I'm not going to ask you to guess what hero they're going to pick here on Hokori, but I'm going to ask you, I'm going to ask you what role the Tiny's going to be. And
It's
I'm also going
looking
to
like
ask chat, and we're going to find out if you were chat or smarter.
It looks like they're anticipating offlane, and I think that's probably incorrect. I think it is just going to be a tiny safe lane, and we're going to see like a standard offlane hero here.
All right, so you say without a shadow of the doubt, it's going to be Tiny safe lane. Chat, we'll see what you think. Make sure to make fun of Ricky if he is incorrect.
Would you say it's without a shadow demon of a doubt?
That was a bit of a stretch. Nice try, though. All right, 5 seconds left. They end up locking in the Underlord. So it is a position 1 Tiny Ricky. You are the smartest caster I've ever had the pleasure of joining.
I literally was thinking Underlord is their pick too. Actually, I should have said it, but you were insulting me, and I didn't want to be dumb.
Of you shattering this man's confidence.
Yeah, Underlord
You're
seems
so
like the most
smart,
sensible
Ricky.
pick here. It is pretty strong. It like the downside is this is probably going to be a position 5 DP, which has a lot of like harassment against like high HP heroes, right? So the Underlord.
Mhm.
I think if you're wild card, I honestly think you can go anti-mage still. I don't think it's that bad. My personal opinion is the life stealer, but it's not gonna be life stealer. Okay, Razor.
It is neither of those things with the Razor. I don't like Razor too much here. I think it's okay against the Underlord, but
Plays
as far as
fast
everything
though.
else goes, it's not great. Yeah. We'll see how they do in this game number 2. I'd say that the Underlord doesn't really fit, in my opinion, with this draft. And that's just going to be playing the DK mid. You know what? I prefer the draft on the side of Hokori this game. I think they're going to come out on top in game number 2 here.
Okay. I'm going to go with Wildcard. I think they got it. I think this is a Wildcard favored draft here. You can't really shove the DK out. Timbersaw should be okay top. Razor should win bottom. And I think this lineup plays very quick. So if Wildcard like hits their timings well, gets those like early BKBs, I think they're in a really good spot. But Analog impressed me last game on his Invoker. This dude's absolutely insane. So see what he can do.
Yeah. Even against the Christmas tree Yuma on Tiny, you think they're going to win?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I think they got it. We're going to go another 1-1 here.
I just need conclusive results at the end of the day. I need to find out if NA or SA is stronger. SA is up by a single game now, though, right?
Technically, right now, yes.
Technically.
Yeah.
All right. It's looking to change everything. 5 wins in a row before this match. 14-6 on the last 20 games on Death Prophet. Sam is looking strong today.
Look at that.
Impressive stuff. Tip comes out from human to Divine Llama. Thank you very much, Sammy. What? We're doing smoking. Let's go. I'm surprised that you didn't end up buying the Wildcard supporter pack, Ricky. I thought we were friends. It has some of the best voice lines.
It's true. It is quite good. I'm also surprised that you don't sub to me on Twitch. Yet I subscribe to you on Twitch.
It's because if I start loitering like around your channel, someone will take pity on me and give me a sub. I'm what's the word I'm looking for here? Thrifty like that.
Thrifty. Oh, is that the word? Oh, interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Same rotation from Wildcard this game as in the last one. For those of you who maybe not remember, since it was like yesterday. Looking for this like really deep wraparound into the triangle or into the jungle here. It is going to be scattered by this nice ward placed by Hokori. So looking for wards in the mid lane. They aren't going to find any.
This early Roche Pit ward, I think I've started to see a little bit more often. It very rarely gets dewarded at the beginning of the game.
Dude, Yuma is taking a ton of damage here. Nice avalanche. I mean, he should be able to dodge the arrow. Yeah, he will with ease.
With ease or with Yves?
That's Yuma.
Come on, man. Let me have my jokes.
No. You made fun of my Shadow Demon joke. I'm not letting this one slide. That was terrible.
It was pretty bad. All right, EMP out in the mid lane, so he's able to secure the range creep. He doesn't end up getting it, but he does get the deny onto melee creep immediately afterwards. Bottom lane, Yuma high-fiving the tower.
Classic. One of my favorite things that was added to Dota.
Yeah. Sigil ward cleared out by the Hoodwink. So, Amisha's going to unblock this camp. He's taking a lot of damage for this one, though. It's bizarre to see position 4, range position 4 play with the wave like this. Usually you'll do this on melee supports.
Yeah,
that aren't able to
block.
like. Yeah. Not only the damage block, but the fact you aren't able to trade with the enemy so well. So this is like kind of the only thing you can do. He's a little bit late on it as well. He's going to deny 2 creeps from the Razor up on this one over here. But Sammy's putting the hurt on him, man.
Yeah. Dude, you know what one of my biggest pet peeves in Dota is?
What?
When you put a sentry down and it doesn't like the body of the sentry like overlaps with the enemy ward and it doesn't prioritize the enemy's like wards or sentries. So you just can't hit them.
I've never had that happen because I would never put a ward directly on top of another ward.
Oh. Yeah, it's one of my biggest pet peeves in the game. I actually can't believe it like hasn't been like updated.
You can click it if it's like a moving ward, right? And it moves a little bit. The hitbox if it changes.
I had to attack a ward like 11 times recently to kill it because like it was placed directly on top of my own ward sentry and I couldn't clear it. I had to kill my own observer ward to then kill their ward.
Yeah, I think there's some tech like that for something that you drop over Roshan and you just couldn't like pick up the Aegis. I forget what the tech was. It was a little while ago. I think they might have fixed whatever it was at the time. I wasn't listening that closely when someone was telling me about it.
Not a surprise.
Yeah. You
tend to tune me out and think about your anime all the time.
Absolutely. I haven't had the chance to watch any anime for like the last week or so, though.
Unlucky.
Yeah, I'm feeling kind of weak lately.
Yeah,
That's where I draw my power from.
Dude, you gotta charge up then. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah. I'll have the opportunity to after today.
That's gonna be on the training arc here pretty soon.
Yeah.
This is my shot.
I've just been on the working arc recently. It's rough out here. All right, Sam. Trying to trade with the enemies here. I mean, he's securing his lane pretty well for Yves on his Razor. I mean, they ended up denying like half away from him, but he's still on top of the CS chart. He's doing a great job on his DP, I would say.
Underlord can't really contest this lane at all. And Yves has gotten like my favorite build, just Storm Surge at 4. I know it's your favorite ability, neph, but before you explain why it's your favorite ability, you just go boot Storm Surge, and now Underlord cannot contest any of the waves.
Yeah, I like it because it's complicated. You know, I love the mechanics behind what Storm Surge does.
There's a lot that goes into the Storm Surge ability.
Yeah. The flavor text on it's been wrong for like the last several years as well.
Oh my god, it has. Merely approached the lightning rim and is rewarded with shock there. But yeah, oh my god. How has that not been... I mean, whatever. There's one Valve dev. It's fine.
Yeah. I'm sure it's fine.
Dude,
there's some other funny things too, like certain neutral creeps. Wait, let's see if I can find one. Focus on the game while I find a neutral creep real quick.
It's going in the 2029 spring cleaning update. It's coming your way. We're putting together the list for you, Val.
Where's this thing?
Dude, this is like gonna be a pretty chill game for Divine Llama bottom. Like, I don't know what they do to stop this guy. Ooh, Alex putting a ward right on top of the enemy ward. So that's gonna get scouted. Or at least they'll like know that it's there.
Yeah, okay, I found it. Oh. Alright. Looks like we don't have any action going on right now. They ping out the Mirana. He's not gonna go for him though. Alright. Over at the Dire Triangle hard camp. Alright, never mind. There's someone TPing top. We can do this afterwards. They go into Razor.
And nice rotation in from 3. Eves finally goes down. His first blood will go the way of Analog. And this is really important. Like, you have to make this rotation as soon as you get this urn so you can grab, you can kind of snowball yourself a little bit. It's similar to, like, with certain offlaners. Get that urn and just start dominating the lane. Invoker's definitely one of those heroes that needs it.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, bottom lane, Yuma. It's cut down by Divine Llama. Whirling Death finishes him off. Of course, with the high strength hero, you end up losing a lot more HP. And I'll raise you to TP back up to the top lane. But Analog's still here! They go on to Yves!
I think he's got 10 stick charges, but yeah, he's in so much trouble. The urn comes through. El Misho will fall, but Eves going down twice top is huge, and it actually massively recovers Analog's game. Like, right before that fight, he was sitting at like 2,100 net worth. And if you compare that to everyone on Wildcard, like, they are so far behind.
Dude, he's gonna toss it back to the tower. This is insane.
Dragon form?
The dragon form, it goes back into the trees, but I'm pretty sure the bushwhack's gonna come out in a second. Okay, this is super long.
He's got 5 shadow poison.
Bushwhack. Oh, it's off the mark. They're not gonna be able to get him, but they get his courier. Good enough with an observer on it as well. Dude, Hokori are popping off this game.
It's 2-2 now. Calm down.
And Wildcard is up 2K.
And Wildcard is up 2K as they take bottom tower.
Look, man, they made some hype plays just now. But now we can talk about what's important. The Dire Triangle hard camp. You click on that Satyr Mind Stealer for me real quick.
Okay.
See the mana aura on him. No!
I still see it. You're fine.
Yeah, it's a troll priest icon on him.
Oh,
this game is unplayable.
Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, they haven't updated the icon yet. Vitali's courier gets sniped top lane at the secret shop. He was trying to get himself that energy booster towards those mana boots. I mean, right now Hokori is really struggling in all 3 lanes. Like, the net worth is got to be concerning here.
LB showed down the bottom lane, gets run out by Divine Llama, who is one of the few people keeping them. One of the highest net worth heroes inside the game. He's at what, almost 38? Yeah, 3,800 now.
Yeah.
Once he gets himself his Hooded Defiance, I mean,
TP
he's
top
able to
again.
run people down. Yeah.
Ooh, canceled. Invoker doesn't want to deal with it this time. He got scouted by the creeps mid, actually. So the TP was seen and probably called out by someone. So he backed off immediately.
And that's the correct call. Like, if he moves up there while like his wave is underneath the tower and he doesn't manage to catch the Razor, it is 100% a wasted movement. Mid lane, Divine Llama rotating in.
Yeah, he's got a second tower to take, man. He's got Esk behind him, Dragon Form coming up in a couple seconds. Do they have Exo soon? No, Sammy is still level 4. They're gonna turn their attention on over to Gardic. Dragon Tail, he has no mana for this.
No, Gardic.
But he's just gonna get
over to their
up.
stacks.
Yeah, they knew about the stacks. They were scouted out a moment ago by Alex, and they also lose Vitali in the top lane. Eve's just soloing him with the Eye of the Storm, and Divine Llama, he's gonna clear these up with ease. And they even go ahead and block the camp after that.
They say they clear him out without Yves.
Oh my god. Get a new joke. Boo!
They're also going to put damage in on this mid tower. The other dragon form, putting it to work with the corrosive breath. Spreading the dot off on all these units. Very cool. Well played, Esk. And he worked close towards his blink dagger. He's about halfway there right now. 1,120 gold on him. All right, Yuma is working on first item Moonshard. This is not the time for that.
It's always the time for first item Moonshard on Tiny. No, I think you're right, actually. This is a game where you might not be able to get away with that. You might get punished for it.
I am certain that they will get punished for this. I am surprised that he's still going for it. You need to be like playing faster. Like, they're just gonna get on top of you and kill you. Yes, you've got insane strength growth rate, but I think you're not concerned about the damage output coming from your teams. I think an early Silver Edge is necessary against both the Dragonite and the Timbersaw as well. So this one definitely slowed that one down.
I think we talked about Esk playing DK in the mid lane yesterday, right? Like this was one of the things. Like he was like he just is kind of like playing the sacrificial, non-flashy heroes that just win his team the game. So he's like, yeah, whatever. Like you guys get to go have fun. I'll play whatever the team needs me to play. Bottom lane, they're gonna go ahead and jump onto Eves. He's super alone, really deep on the enemy side of the map as Vitaly even makes the rotation down here on the Underlord, and Eves is gonna go down.
Yep. Top net worth hero. They end up losing. Vitaly, he is out of here. Head back up to the top lane. Ends up hitting Vitaly with a tip as well.
They're rotating down here on Sam, but Divine Llama is going to get scouted by the ward, and I think the rest of them know that they have to. Actually, El Misho doesn't have a bushwhack. He is dead.
There's
guess the
no
wrong way.
Yeah, there's no point in Hokori trying to fight against him here, so they leave. This is the correct move. Yeah, they saw Dragonite approaching the mid tower, like an Arcane Rune, so they move Invoker and Shadow Demon over to match it, so he's not able to take the mid. But instead, they go up to the top and might be able to connect with Vitaly here.
Dragon Tail is going to connect onto Analog. Eve stole a lot of damage. Yuma does need to be careful of that. They just destroy Analog so fast with that Dragon Tail into the arrow combo, and Dragon Tail is going to connect now onto Yuma. Again, Eves needs to be careful. He does have a lot of damage. It's going to about to expire. Starstorm connecting. Alex with leap out. Will be able to dodge for the moment, but El Misho, the rotation. He's got the sharpshooter. Can he hit him? He does. The corrosive breath. Uh-oh. It actually might kill him. I think
it's gonna be close.
It's got him.
Yep.
Unbelievable. Well done by Gardic.
Yeah, how much damage did you take from the corrosive breath there? I need to check.
It's like 100 damage at least. He had like 6
He took 75 there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sam did take mid tower as the 5 position in that time frame. And bottom tier 2 is also being pressured.
Yeah. So even on kill, but Wildcard, they control the majority of the map, and they are playing this fast.
That's what I was saying, man. They got 5 heroes that want to play fast. The question is, will Hokori let them do it? They are doing a decent job at trying to slow them down. Oh, catch Death Prophet? Nah, no way they go in here. Dude, Divine Llama is just gonna, yep, he's just gonna run right in. Yuma not gonna connect, but yeah, they get the Shadow Demon instead. Divine Llama should survive this, but he's gonna be very, oh, he's dead. Now. He's got broken. Underneath the tower, they're gonna be able to get him. Ooh. Vitaly will fall, arrow off the mark. Sam trying to chase him on the backside. Looks like Wildcard's going in just a little bit too deep. There's gonna be the Moonlight Shadow. Bushwhack will not connect, and Sam will live to fight another day. But you can't afford to go down on these on the Timbersaw right here. Like he's a hero that has to be able to survive.
I'm surprised that he ended up going down there. Invoker, he's saved. He's so alive. Gardic with the clutch save. Sunstrike comes out. It's I think like only level 1 Exor. Yeah, not a ton, but enough to get Sammy. Huge save there by Gardic. Awesome
that
reaction.
Was nice.
Baited him with the setup there with the arrow and the Dragon Tail. Gardic's so sick, man. All right. I'm very surprised that he went down Divine Llama there, though, because, again, the thing about being broken by the sharpshooter is it doesn't remove your active stacks of your active armor, and he had 18 more stacks. Yeah, exactly. And he activated his Hood of Defiance. He popped his magic wand, but I think was
too much magic damage.
Yeah. Get him off onto him.
He's just sitting in Firestorm and stuff, I think.
Yeah.
But 6-7, 4,000 gold lead still for Wildcards. They hold all 3 of the top net worth positions. Can Hokori stem the bleeding? That is the big question here. Like you're closing in on that Moon Shard for the tiny. He's still about 1,000 gold away, but he will get there eventually.
Ooh. Plays at the Sentry Ward over there. And Observer. Sick plays here by Sammy. Nice D-Ward game. We catch that on camera.
Speaking of wards, scouting out everything here coming out from Hokori. I think they know, and they
scout out Sammy with his Forge Spirit, and they're going to go on him. They've got a lot of heroes here, but his team is somewhat far behind him. If they committed onto him super hard, I think they'd be able to catch him. He's got a lot of movement speed.
They know where the ward is. So. They're picking the other high ground. They're like, all right, there's a ward here. He definitely saw us, so they're going to have to send another sentry out to de-ward it.
Yeah,
that's exactly what they're doing.
Yeah. Unlucky. You gave it away, Sammy. What can you do?
He wasted a lot of their time. 4 heroes were kind of walking towards him while everyone on Wildcard's farming, so they're still doing okay. Closing onto the BKB here from Eves. He just needs the recipe. Divine Llama has a Kaya Sanj queued up. Okay. Are we at on the S here? Wow, he's just waiting for the shard. He is so farmed. What the heck? He's got the blink done. He almost has the... I mean, he has more than enough money for the shard at the 15 minute. So, I mean, this is like the dream is the DK.
Yeah.
Closing in on top. They smoked up for this. They might find Yuma. This would be a huge one if they can. They get the ward placed.
Yeah.
They will see him now. They got vision of him, but they have to dig with Gardic as well. The silence will be enough. The Dragon Tail will connect. Arrow off the mark, but they just melt right through him. Vitaly comes in with that Dark Rift. El Misho here as well. 3-hero bushwhack. They able to get the snipe off, but can they finish off the Mirana? The last tick of that Firestorm will finish her off, and Divine Llama now looking for more. Stuns up the Hoodwink. Takes her down with the Timber Chain, and now Sam's going for the wraparound here, trying to get on top of Vitaly. Misses with the silence, but the Llama will provide the vision he needs. Able to just close the gap here with that Spirit Siphon, and a triple kill for the Timber Saw. 4 for 1, as Invoker chooses not to join this fight.
Yeah, those that tornado immediately try to scan for Invoker coming into the fight on the backside, but he's like, all right, we've already lost this fight. I am out of here. It's a good call from him as well. Very little map control right now. Still, all the towers on Wildcard standing. Kind of what we saw in reverse this time. I mean, they're taking the team fights, other than the most recent one, reasonably well inside of Hokori. But they just don't have that much of the map, and I feel like it's just going to continue to get smaller. They've got great ways of pushing buildings down with the Death Prophet and the Dragon Knight.
So a really good call by the Tiny here. He went back and finished the shard before going for the Moon Shard.
This is the correct build. Please take notes, everybody.
Yeah.
You shouldn't go Moonshard at all as your first item, but if you have to, go Hyperstone Moonshard, or sorry, Hyperstone Aghanim Shard, and then another Hyperstone.
I mean, if you're farming, like if you're actually pretty farmed and doing well, you definitely go the Moon Shard first, even if it's going to mean like a 16 or 17 minute Aghanim Shard, but
I won't have you misinform the masses, Ricky.
he's so far behind is the problem. Hey, Yuma has the different equipped tiny form. So he's got like the Ice Boy, and then this other Crab Man, and then later he becomes the other weird looking Crab Man.
He's got the Colossus.
Yeah,
as his last one.
I do the same thing. I have all my different tinies equipped. It's fun, you know. It's cool little thing about the hero. Woo! Timber Saw's out. It's fine.
That ruins my glance value. I forget what hero I'm looking at though.
Oh,
I thought that guy was in the game earlier. What's he doing here? Am I playing against like 7 guys? As they say, why is the whole village here?
Top lane Dragon Tail into Arrow. Hoodwink is dead. Get the D-ward here on the high. Ooh, he D-wards the ward on Alex, and Gardic sandwiched between a potato and a tomato. He's now on the run. Big EMP coming out here onto the Timber Saw. He just gets destroyed. Plenty of damage. A great find there from Hokori, as you only really sacrifice the Shadow Demon for that. And Yuma gets the kill too, which is quite big because now he has that Moon Shard.
Yeah. Number swing definitely going their way, but again, they're not getting any extra map control from this. They find this kill and they're forced back to their side of the map. Like, it looks like they want to smoke up after this. Maybe they shove in top a single time first, but again, they're spending a lot of time doing this. By the time they like move up here, clear this wave, and then hit their smoke, you're almost going to be back up on Divine Llama again. They're gaining very little here. Yves, don't do it. Please.
He's going to do it.
Oh my god.
He's got a BKB,
Yves.
man. He's strong.
No better. Yves, don't do it, Yves.
He's going to get
Please
caught by the
BKB.
Atos Avalanche.
Okay,
There it is, the BKB right away. Turning around onto Tiny. If he can stay on top of him, he might just be able to solo kill him under this BKB duration, but a nice save from Gardic. Divine Llama rotating in as well. There's the Chakram doing work. Great deafening blast from the Invoker. A toss and the EMP, but it's not going to connect. And Divine Llama continuing the chase. Does not seem to care all that much, and he will be able to finish off that kill onto 1. The takedown, 2 more as Analog falls inside that. Vitaly takes that Rift out, but the rest of the team in shambles here as Yves BKB putting in some heavy lifting.
Yeah. That was his first charge, 9 seconds onto him. I mean, diving underneath the tier 1 tower, but that rotation took so long. Like, by the time they managed to get up on him there, he just, you know, Divine Llama's alive again. He's part of the fight. They didn't really get to take advantage of that kill off out of the Timber Saw. And
One of the good ones.
I do want to point out right now, they take that fight over by the Roche Pit. I think their decision in the last game, the one that kind of started a snowball effect and caused Wildcard to lose, has affected their minds a little bit. They don't go for the Roche immediately after here.
I mean, they don't have a great Roche lineup outside of EXO, and EXO was used in the fight, so there was no duration left. It's not that easy. Like, Razor is one of the worst Roche takers from the carry position, because you can't use any of your spells on it, so...
Yeah.
I think they just want to keep taking the map, right? They get the bottom outpost. They're still just massively out farming the side of Hokori. Up to a 13,000 gold advantage as they're closing in on the BKB here for the Timbersaw. They've almost got it on the Dragonite. They do now as he cleans that last camp up. So you're about to have 3 BKBs on your cores, and I don't know if you've noticed, but Death Prophet had one queued up, went back for double Bracer, and has a shard almost.
Yes. Interesting. I mean, once you hit the 25-minute mark, these things give you like 200 HP a piece.
Guarded
Makes
mid
them,
lane, sitting here invis. Would like to find someone. The question is, who is it gonna be? Instead, he's just gonna not go on either. So that looks like a death sentence if he tries to take a fight here.
BKB now done on the DK.
Mobile Ward Shadow Demon. Oh, nice EMP onto Timbersaw. Sharpshooter will connect, most likely. He's silenced up. Oh, there's the jump in, though. S got him. The arrow to come through. It's going to be saved, though, by Gardic. Looking to go for Vitali instead as they chase into the base, but pretty tanky. Timbersaw will have to back on out. El Misho down to 50 health. Will survive.
This placed a sentry right beside the sentry.
Illuminati?
What do you mean?
The triangle?
All right. Nice triangle there, buddy. I'm talking to Sam, of course. But yeah, not much coming out from that one, but still complete map control. They did end up taking out the tower up in the top lane on Yuma, so they finally got their first building in the game on Hokori, which, you know, gives them a little bit more space on the map, but it's this middle tier 1 they haven't managed to touch yet. This thing is nearly full HP. I think it's taking like 1 melee auto attack this game, and that is it.
Yeah, it's lost 8 health. That's not pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah. It is a sign for the state of this game and who is controlling, you know, who's dictating how these fights go.
Smoke comes through, but they actually get the scan right on the money. So Wildcard know what's up. They're just gonna hold back, wait for them to reveal themselves. Sam might be baiting it, but it's gonna be Eves who finds an illusion rune. Nice bushwhack there from El Misho. We'll be able to push them back. And Hokori unable to find any sort of connection, but I don't know if you've noticed, Tiny's net worth, man, Yuma, he's coming back.
Would you say it's growing? Growing?
No, I'm not gonna give you that one. Yes, Neff, it's growing, okay? Net worth is growing.
Roshan going down over here in the pit. Sam, he popped the altar together. It's dropping low. Aegis on the ground now. Yeeves, he's stunned. Well, it's down, but he picks it up.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sick.
Very.
All right, 14,000 gold advantage. The Tiny still doesn't have the BKB. He needs to have this if they want to be able to fight. I don't know, man. Will they be able to hold out on Hokori here? That is the question.
I mean, it's difficult to fight into the Underlord. Like, he's just going to be dropping his Firestorm in front of the buildings whenever they try to push, but they take them reasonably fast. I think they're just going to wait for this next exorcism on Sam. Bottom lane. Going into Gardic is kind of a waste of time. SK is trying to try to find him inside these trees.
Well, they know Gardic is bottom, which means there's no save in the... Wait, where'd he go? Oh, he TP'd, never mind. I was like, there'd be no save in the mid lane, but never mind. He gets the D ward as well. The Illuminati dismantled.
They saw some of these heroes starting to come for him, like Observer Scared out Mirana. They saw DK under the wave, and he just TP's out inside the trees there.
Tiny's dodging him out, man. He's got the BKB done.
Dive's top tower is under attack.
Well, 2 of the 3 waves is being pushed in, but top one is the tier 3. I mean, at the very least, Yuma's going to be able to clear out these towers and these waves really quickly with his Moonshard. He's got a BKB as well, so if he ever runs into any trouble, he can just BKB TP. They have no way to interrupt that.
Top lane. Looking for El Misho. Esk will grab him, the Dragon Tail, into the arrow as a dead Hoodwink.
Yeah. I mean, doing all they can to force Wildcard away from their base, especially while this Aegis timer is still going. Doing this for another 3 minutes is kind of rough, and by the time you stalled out for a full 3 minutes, I feel like the Razor's going to have his refresher orb.
Yeah. He's going to be very farmed. And once you have a refresher on Razor, like, your power spike is ridiculous. I'm gonna go ahead and pop the Exorcism here on Sam, trying to be able to prevent them from going on Eves, it seems, and they'll just go and commit to the mid-tier 2 tower. Should be easy enough. No fortification available for the side of Hokori, and gonna go high ground now. Sam just instantly drops Ward Sentry on the high ground and might have baited the Underlord. He needs help. The stuns are there. They get the kill. And Razor, again, still sitting pretty on that Aegis. He doesn't really care.
Yeah, backdoor protection is up for the next couple of seconds. It's going to waste part of the duration of this, actually the majority of this exorcism. Now finally disables. The wave comes in, but he's forced to buy back now on the Underlord. They need his Firestorm to help keep his wave pushed in and stop Wildcard from being able to fight into them.
I think they're fine with this. They just back up. Eves heads bottom. He's going to continue to farm. He's got that refresher orb now. They smoke up as 5 on, as 4 on Hokori. They need to find something here. Yeah. Yuma has been playing top here on this Tiny for a little while, but... Oh my god, Ward Sentry's gonna scout them. Sam in a little bit of trouble. Bushwhack. Not there. He just walks away. The Pit of Malice was too good. And now Divine Llama thinking of chasing for them.
It's rude as he goes through the Pit of Malice. El Misho is gonna make it away.
No, he's not. No way.
No. Oh! Movement. Breathe fire off the mark. Bushwhack doesn't end up connecting. He's about to go down, though.
Dude, this squirrel's got moves, but not enough.
You see him wave dash?
Look at Sam, dude. Look where he's playing right now. He's just trying to, like, run at these heroes and hope he forces something. Eves has that refresher now, like we were talking about on the Razor. A minute left on the Aegis. Exorcism up in 40 seconds. But they have no wave pushing in top, so they cannot get this last outer tower.
Who highlighted this anyways? That was Devi. Okay. It's being shoved in. We're going this way. I mean, if they went this way, they will catch out the Invoker, but I'm pretty sure Analog is going to be long gone. He teleports up here.
Esk has found him.
Oh, Esk is so smart.
He doesn't have Dust, though. Oh, he doesn't have he doesn't have Ghost Walk. It's on cooldown. Arrow's gonna
10
connect.
Seconds, the arrow connects with him. Esk is the best player. Oh my god, he throws the high 5 onto him as well. Completely destroyed there on Analog.
He is pulling the wave, though. Look at this. This is so annoying. This Forge Spirit's actually going to delay this push for so long.
Yeah, they cannot touch this tier 2 tower. Like,
all right, Arrow got it. Never mind. That's
he is
fun.
dead for 73 seconds. They've lost this mid-brax. Where's the wave?
No, they don't have waves. They're all so far back. And meanwhile, Tiny is bottom.
Yep. He's about to take your tier 2. Go. Get him, Yuma. Dude, look at this tower melt. All right, the fort. You can see the fort come out the other way in just a moment, I'm sure.
Into the base they go. They caught Shadow Demon. He's just so dead, dude. He can't get away from this DK.
Okay, fortify on Radiant. There it is. Waste the last of the duration here.
Flamethrower,
I'm pretty sure Tiny
so
just
good.
walks up into the high ground here.
Yeah, Tiny has no intention of fighting. He just wants to try and trade barracks here.
Yep.
They're TPing back to Sam as well as Devi Llama, and that will push them out, but...
Dude, this might stall them out.
He's got BKB.
He does, but they lost the creep wave. It's just gone. That's
Oh
forced the
my
BKB
God,
TP.
Tiny.
They successfully stall. Big plays here coming in from Hokori. So yes, you end up losing the tier 3 tower, but you take the tier 2 bottom. You stall out the Aegis successfully. Yuma's coming back into this. He's 16k net wise. He's now close to this Razor all of a sudden. I'm concerned about this Tiny.
Yeah, you should be. This hero is very broken late game.
He's very featured late game.
The question is, did he get a... Ooh, no Titan Sliver. Very unlucky. That is a 90 damage item for that hero.
Titan Sliver. Yeah. What can you do? What do they have so far? They have all their neutral items already?
Yeah, they do. So he's got Brigand's Blade. I mean, attack speed's
No,
not
they don't
bad.
have a single tier 3 item. You're wrong.
Well, not. Yeah. Oh wait, what?
Yeah, they don't. They've never had a chance to hit jungle creeps yet.
Oh, Oh, you're right. They don't. I was looking at the wrong ones.
They have Titan Sliver on Razor.
Oh, Yuma. He's just gonna BKB. Think about turning around. He's got to be careful though. Static link there, but instantly purged up by the Shadow Demon. Divine Llama has to back out as well. This is one of those things, like late game, Razor actually doesn't beat Tiny. Like you static drain like 170 damage from him, and Tiny still has 400 more damage.
Yeah. He doesn't really care. A lot of time, like if you're on top of him, he can just toss you away, especially once he hits that, what? Oh no, he didn't go for that talent. He went for the status resist instead. He didn't go for the no toss target. Status resist is pretty good though, especially against all these disables. We'll see if he can farm himself up his Titan Sliver though.
If Tiny gets Titan Sliver, man, I literally haven't seen a single game where Tiny has not gotten Titan Sliver in like the last month. So
for lore-related reasons, right?
Yeah.
He's very big.
yeah, exactly. Hoodwink here. Okay, not anymore.
Bye bye.
Analog's just gonna ghost walk it.
Dude, how do they give him some neutral items, man? Come on. They still don't have any tier 3s. There's like no
Yuma's gonna
camps
try
for
and
the
find him
farm.
right now. Yeah, it's like they keep farming the enemy triangle. So see what they can do. Sam's gonna find the Underlord here, fear him away for the moment. The Dragon Tail finds the Shadow Demon though, and that's an easy kill for Esk. Now they turn their attention on over to the Underlord. They have no way of canceling that TP, so he will survive.
Yeah, Analog trying to make space down the bottom lane. He's shoving this one in. He's got catapults and forge spirits, but I think they're just gonna run it down mid. As long as like they take this tier 2, they'll be able to secure themselves mega crepes, and Eves has this one covered.
Dude, this Tiny is gonna be terrifying actually. Yeah, they're Dark Rifting bottom, or whatever it's called. Yuma finds Sam, couple auto attacks, easy kill there. And I was gonna say, the Solar Crest Alacrity is terrifying. And with that, Yuma is just gonna hit the rift back. See ya.
He's out of there.
Tier 3 tower is gone.
And they never managed to get anything on the side of Wildcard. Tier 2 tower is still standing up the top lane. It's getting any extra sets of racks. No tier 3 at the bot. They're stalling, man. They're down 20k net worth, but they can't close the game out. This is insane. They've controlled the map the entire game. And all of a sudden, they have to be worried about like Tiny killing your building in a couple attacks.
Yep. Do they have their tier 3 items yet? Only one, Cloak of Flame. Still waiting on that Titan Sliver.
All right. He's about to get this tier 2, man. Like, as soon as I get a little bit worried because you don't see any of the enemies already. He sees Esk and Alex for half a moment there underneath that Observer Ward. Well planted there by Gardic. Give credit where credit's due for support heroes.
He's found
He's
Roche.
skimming out. Dude, there's no way he gets away with this. There's absolutely no way he gets away with this, right?
He just needs one person to tank for him and he gets the Roche here, but they're showing on other lanes, so maybe they don't think about this. Timbersaw has a blink, tries to snipe Vitali there, but ends up catching a disruption. Ooh, they might be able to turn it on to Gardic instead. Timberchain on through with the Chakram. He's got it. And as we were talking, Yuma,
He's pinging for help.
he's hiding in the like interesting vision spot. Top lane, they get hoodwinked once again. You know what I'm
Dude,
talking
you
about,
can't-
right? Where like you can see in the pit, but they can't see you unless you walk into it.
Oh, is he gonna get the run? He does. The crit comes out. He TP's away. Dude, teleports off onto the shrine, but they just are not able to come out fast enough. Really see Roshan is at like half HP. Sam pings that one out. He's like, dude, he was just doing Roshan. He's in the pit here.
Yeah, Esk will go finish this off now.
He makes it quicker for them. Vitali, I think, might try to like drop a firestorm or put him out. No, I was gonna say that would be a suicide mission.
Surprised they drop Exo for this.
Yeah, me too. Sunstrike comes off. An Invoker, you know, doing his thing down in the bottom lane again.
I guess Mirana gets the shard. All right, an extra attack speed. Let's go.
Is that what it does now?
It's the one that gives like 60 attack speed per leap or whatever. How much is it?
No, it does damage now.
Wait, upon landing, launches a projectile. on
Remember,
the
everyone
leap.
was angry about that because it just threw out like a dragon slave. Like they just reused the dragon slave animation for it.
That was
and they
weird
fixed it.
looking on Timbersaw, but he just got blown apart.
Wait, what the hell happened?
He just got Avatossed and died. That was it. 1,700 damage from Tiny.
Oh yeah, he got hit by the break as well. Well, no armor, and probably, dude, he's got a Lotus Orb that happened to him anyways. Wild.
I'll just projectile along the leap path, dealing damage and slowing if it
Yeah.
grants 1 bonus leap charge.
Do you not remember when this came out? It's new. It's 7.31.
Yeah, you're right. I remember it was just Dragon Slave. People were like, can you like not just use the same? But the idea was they weren't sure if they were going to keep it.
Yeah.
It still sounds terrible though.
Hmm. Maybe they added the Dragon Slave because she's like the princess of the sun in the anime or something like that.
It's a little bit of a stretch.
I don't know. I'm looking for reasons here. Bottom lane, they're gonna try to slow down what Analog do. It is still insane to me that for the last 10 minutes now, they've had like a 20k advantage on Wildcard, and they have not been able to close this game out in Hokori. They play the map so well when they are losing.
They might be baiting this. They're looking to go for it. Yuma with the avalanche, the toss just destroys the Mirana. And Razor, like I said, you can't actually fight that easily into the tiny area. He just gets destroyed. It's it. He's dead. 90 seconds. And they're gonna go ahead and take the rift back mid, it seems. I know they're not. It's expired. Okay.
All right, they're not going anywhere.
Yuma. I actually
He
don't
lost
know.
69 damage there. Nice.
Yeah. Like, Analog has built so perfectly. He just has Solar Crest and Alacrity's the Tiny in every fight. Like, anytime he sees his hero, just like, boom. And he doesn't even have the level 20 talent for the extra 30 attack speed and damage.
Yeah, he did 4,000 damage there on Tiny. It came out incredibly quickly as well. They're running down the top, like, dude, they're going to have to force this Razor to buy back. Like, they could lose the game off it, though. Like, if they're this far extended, they've got decent lockdown inside of Wildcard. And if they're fighting the Razor as well, things are kind of tricky for them. So they might just accept this as like, okay, we've kind of stemmed a little bit of the net worth advantage that they have in Wildcard, and now we'll back up.
I mean, this game was just steadily increasing for Wildcard. It has stopped and now going back the other way slightly. They are looking for Analog under the cover of Ghostwalk. Do they have a gem, though? They don't, but they still found him.
Hmm? What can you do?
How'd they see him? I have no idea. Maybe he tried TPing. I don't know. Either way, Analog being dead is big. He's been such a nuisance at the split push here, so see what they can do. Tier 4 items. Tiny now has a leveler. All right, there you go. Balance in all things. Watch this tier 2 tower top. You ready? Bonk, bonk, bonk.
Yeah,
bonk.
it's not that. Oh yeah, sorry. I looked at his death summary. I was looking at him at the time. It's not that they had detection for him. It's that there's just all AOE damage. That's what you mean.
Yuma is chilling. He's now top net worth. There's 37 minutes into the game. The Tiny has now finally taken the top net worth position. And the question is like, oh, can a Tiny solo carry this game? The answer, absolutely yes.
But he's not solo carrying. I will gotta say, Analog is putting in a lot of work here.
Yeah. Well, I mean, in terms of damage, like, right? Like, he can literally 1v5 teams in terms of damage. The one thing that...
Dude, gate, bottom.
Uh-oh.
No way! He's going for it! They're gonna have to fortify this. He's going out, he pops the BKB and he just leaves! He goes back to the gate, follow him! Get into that gate, get in there, Alex.
Yeah, go to the fountain, it'll be fine.
I would have gone in.
All right,
nothing ventured, nothing gained. I would have lost, but I would have gone in there.
Fort down, I suppose. Esk does have his Aghanim Scepter on the DK here. I don't know why he has a Soul Ring instead of the Ags in his inventory, but if he pops DK form by accident, I'd be very sad. It is very good at dealing with Tiny, because it is BKB piercing. The attack speed slow is huge. All right, there he goes. He does pop into his inventory now. All right, they're going to look for Vitaly here, but he gets the Force Staff out. Esk, oh, he gets Force Staff back in by mistake. Gardic dove underneath the tower. He's going to fall. They go just to dive the Underlord in the mid lane. He is dead. You've got to just end the game. They do have fortifications for these tier 4s, but you're right. Yuma, he's going for top. He wants to go right for the enemy base, but can they actually slow this down? Vitaly's buyback doing some work, but the backdoor protection slowed it for the moment. Can they actually close this game out is the question. You do have this exorcism running. Wildcard in trouble. There's going to be the 4. Yuma, 1 tier 4 down. Turn his attention to the second. Wildcard, they're trying to get back. He goes in. He gets dragon-tailed by Esk. He's in deep, but he pops the BKB, just laying into the throne. There's no way he can do it, can he? Will he actually be able to close the game out? Analog here as well, laying into the throne, but it doesn't happen. He dies. They get the damage. Punished heavily for this greed.
They have team gave up. They team gave up in 3 seconds. And Tiny could buy back. They could just close this one out.
He doesn't have BKB though.
He doesn't. They might go for this. The wave is pushed in here. It's far enough down to the bottom lane that they could go for this. This throne is sitting at 1,300 HP. It is possible they wait for them to leave like far enough from the base. Oh my god.
He might have had leveler in his backpack. He does.
No, he had it in.
Did he have it in for the siege?
I'm almost certain. I didn't look incredibly closely.
Dude, if leveler was in his backpack, that might have actually been the difference in damage.
It would have been if it was in his backpack, but I'm pretty sure, yeah, he had it. Then he like swapped it around again. That was absolutely insane, though. Dude,
oh my goodness.
They almost lost the game there. They were forced to get back. I mean, the number one thing that they messed up on is I don't think they realized that you still had Fortify available on the side of Hokori.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, we can just beat this guy. Like, you already used your Fortify earlier when he was
They're scanning the base. They're like, is there anyone sitting on the Ancient?
Yeah, they're thinking about doing this.
They're 100% thinking like, guys, can we just dive their Ancient again?
Yeah,
and,
I mean, that was my exact thought.
Through backdoor protection would be easy enough with Tiny. I mean, you just definitely amp him with the Invoker, throw that Alacrity and
dude,
that
and they know this
Solar
too.
Crest.
Like, Yves is waiting here by the throne. He knows it. He picked up a Basher.
Yeah, he has no choice. He has to stay here. Like, they actually can't afford to leave their...
Dude, Dragonite's going for a Basher as well. They realized they could just lose the game because of how tiny he is, regardless of these lanes being pushed in. Yeah, he has to do this. Like, this is the correct play. This is the most... The Dota is fucking wild right now in the current patch. That your Razor has to go Abyssal Blade to prevent the Underlord just from gating in to your base and killing it through backdoor protection. This is not the way that the game was intended to be played, man. This is absolutely insane. This is crazy people shit.
Dude, Bulldog's taking notes. Team Alliance right now looking at this like, all right, that seems pretty good.
Went to buy. He managed to get the TP out. He'll throw the Tornado out, but yeah, I realized that he's just not there anymore. Dude, please look at the now win chart. Look at these graphs. They've been winning so hard for so long.
Tiny is indeed a hero, man.
Oh no.
Dude, this would be not the first, but the second time Hokori have come back from what looked like an unwinnable game if they managed to do this.
Yeah. I feel so bad for Wildcard right now. This is miserable to play against.
They're like, all right, you're on Ancient defense now, Esk.
Yeah. I mean, basically they gotta wait for their Fortify, right?
Yeah, they actually they have to like clear a wave and then go right back to the Ancient. Right? That's literally what they're doing. All right, waves down, back to the Ancient, guys. Yuma knows, he's just laughing at him, man. Oh my god. There's a tier 1 tower in mid lane, but your Ancient is almost dead, dude. What is this?
Dude, this mid tower is more than 50% HP as well.
All right, they're smoked up here on Wildcard. See if they can find something. Who's it going to be? It might just be El Misho. I mean, if you can get Yuma, it'd be huge, but I don't think you have the damage.
They're going to get El Misho. They've scouted him with this Observer Ward. They don't know this one is here. Like, he's just going to walk into these trees because he thinks that this is safe. Yeah, he's dead.
Yeah, it's a good kill.
But like, you rotate your half your team up here while you're doing this. Analog down the bottom lane, you're shoving that in. Like, as soon as they break backdoor protection, they're going for this on the Underlord and the Tiny.
It does require Underlord, Tiny, and Invoker to all be in the same spot, is the thing.
Yeah, he's going for the Swift Blink on Tiny. He wants the extra attack speed.
Yeah, the Invoker has to be
he's getting in position. He's getting ready to do this.
He's thinking they might have a ward
there.
Yeah,
he can kill Timbersaw, like if Timbersaw shows himself. 4 seconds till Shadow Blade. Yeah, Timbersaw is... Alright. They don't have vision of any of the other heroes right now, though, so... I see Razor mid, and now he's going for it. Alright, never mind, he's forced to back up.
Dude, you need
It is tense, man.
You need this basher on the DK, and then he needs to go like Eye of Scotty or something, so that Tiny just can't attack or something. Like he just can't attack or move at all. That's the only play I think.
I mean, that's what they're trying to do. They're just getting bashed on as many people as possible. Really shut him down. Yeah, I can see Bloody9 just posted in the chat earlier. I looked over at that. He's like, they probably need to get bashes right now. He's absolutely correct. They do need to get bashes. Man saw the future.
Yeah, you indeed have a tiny issue. Vitalik gonna get hexed up there by Divine Llama. Nice kill. That's a dieback. So you look at the status on these. It's coming off cooldown in 2 minutes. But Roshan is up. That's a free Aghanim Scepter.
Yeah, they can't Fiendskate into the base anymore. Razor's gonna TP in.
Yeah, Invoker's forced the Razor back anyway. And they're too afraid to go for Roche now because Tiny can just clap you.
Dude, okay, they know that Razor's left now. He's over in the base. That means Yuma might head into the pit, try to kill these heroes. I mean...
Dude, they're looking for El Micho. They finally get the squirrel. So 2 heroes now down on the side of Hokori as Invoker continuing to split push bottom. He's underneath a ward though.
He didn't have the leveler apparently.
He didn't? Yeah, that's what I was... That actually is the difference in the game. It is 25% building damage plus the extra attack speed. I think you actually... You might win if you've had it. Invoker, bottom lane, needs to be careful. You've got Alex here with the... Oh, they just open up with the Hex. He's got to get the BKB, but the arrow connects the burst damage. Is it enough? No, Analog. He will survive, but the dust comes through. He's just going to continue to disengage, and in comes Tiny, baby. He gets the kill, but that means Roshan is free if they can finish it. They've also managed to find Gardic on the high ground. Another death. You're starting to bleed on the side of Hokori.
Coming in to fight Tiny. He can't do this. Wait, he can get Invoker.
He will get Invoker.
He must not be very confident now.
I mean, they bought back. It's so scary, and Roshan will fall to the side of Wildcard. They get the Aegis, they get the cheese, they get the refresher, which will go to...
okay, hold on, they're about to do it.
Refresher X.
Wait, no, okay, never mind. They pushed in the base now. Esk has got it just far enough to disable backdoor protection, but Tiny TP'd back the moment that the Underlord was close to respawning. I think they're thinking about doing it, man.
They definitely go the Ag's blessing on Razor, right? Like, getting the Eye of the Storm for buildings? Like, you have to,
They're going for it. They're going for it. In the base, they're trying to back... They're going to go through backdoor protection. They're doing
there's
it.
no way. Where's the Hex? Divine Llama! He stopped it for now. He pops the BKB. He's going to try to do it, but the Bashers, they're there. Eves with the Abyssal Blade as well. He can't leave.
It's working.
It's going to be able to hold down Yuma, and he's dead for 100 seconds. The itemization paid off from Wildcard.
Discipline.
And the buyback from Invoker expended for that one.
Yeah. They might just have to buy back on Tiny. How long until Fiendscape is back up? Okay, they got another 60 seconds. So, win condition 1 is complete. This sounds ridiculous, but that was kind of good the way they had to use the Fortify there. So, now Invoker needs to shove in like one of these 2 lanes, disable backdoor protection so they're able to go through the stone the second time here without being able to forward.
Does Razor know he has to use the blessing? What's going on here, Eves? What are you doing? It's just sit in your backpack. It doesn't work. Who else would they be holding it for? Divine Llama, maybe? Esk trying to chase after the squirrel, but he's not fast enough.
He's got to be holding it for somebody else. I mean, maybe he's afraid of, or he's not sure if it's going to be like a base race situation where he wants to be able to hit the throne.
Exorcism comes out, Blink Hex there from Divine Llama, trying to push the Shadow Demon off. There's going to be the fortification. You need the Razor here and fast. He got these Eye of the Storms. Dude, he better use that Axe. Oh my god, he didn't use it. Buyback on Tiny. Can they actually stop the base race, though? Doesn't look like it. Hokori finally go down, and Wildcard will take game number 2.
An incredibly hard-fought victory for them. Dude, I want to look at these graphs in the post-game real quick before we throw it a break. Like, it is insane how hard they were winning for how long. Tiny, Storm, these heroes that you just can't push against. There's too many things you have to worry about. They're just invulnerable in Stone Spirit right now. The Tiny able to rip apart the base in seconds. I think somebody in chat ended up saying that he didn't have that. He didn't have that leveler in his backpack. He definitely would have won if he did. Or sorry, he did have the leveler in his backpack. He didn't have it in his inventory. He definitely would have won if he had that win. And the extra attack speed along with the building damage would have done the trick. But that was an insane game. They managed to clutch it out at the end. Tiny not buying back. I'm not sure they would have been able to like go back and defend the throne, just because like the amount of bashes they were holding on these heroes. The itemization on Yves and S definitely ended up paying off, and Wildcard by all means deserve to win this game. We'll probably see more bans on Tiny coming in after this.
Dude, I mean, this is just like Hokori is so good. Like this is the second game I was saying like where they looked completely unwinnable and they almost managed to pull this one out. It was a winnable game for them, despite what was like an impossible start. Like Wildcard absolutely dominated from the early game and just kept pushing their advantage. So shout out to them for keeping their cool. Like Hokori, obviously, well fought game, but Wildcard, make it happen, man. Really sick series.
Yeah. But that it is it for now, Ricky. And I do believe that unfortunately Wildcard have to play these back-to-back series, so I don't think that we'll have an interview.
Yeah, exactly. Wildcard, again, like we were saying, doubleheader today. They're going to be taking up Infinity next. We are all 1-1 across the board today. Will we see which region is better? It's going to be Wildcard versus Infinity coming up next, everyone. Stay tuned for more here on the BTS Pro Series Season 11. We'll see you in a bit.